Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Emus.Farm.Project. So I'm here to answer some of the questions that were put in my comment section. Someone was asking on how or when to win their rabbit kit. So that's the answer that I've brought. But before I start off, I need to remind you about my shirts. These shirts of mine, they will be going up to 25 Ugandan shillings. Yes, feel free to leave a comment. So I'll be leaving my WhatsApp number there. You can chat with me and I can add you in my group that I have. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a full guidelines on how to take care of your rabbit kits from day one or from the first hour until they grow up or until the time of winning. So number one thing, I'm using my script. I wrote a script. So my number one thing is keep your rabbit kits warm from the first hour. Don't let them feel the coldness until they grow the fur. Yes, I repeat, keep them warm, keep them in a warm place, a safe place. I did not say that you take them and maybe cover them in a box. They may suffocate. And so the material, watch out on the material you're going to use to keep them warm. That matters. So my number two that I have here with you on feeding your feed well the mother rabbit with a lot of water during the breastfeeding. Is feed it with a lot of water. This will help it to breastfeed its kids very well. Remember, you have to keep it hydrated always. Do not keep it dehydrated. This is a mother rabbit breastfeeding its babies. So my number three, aid the mother rabbit, because some of the breeds that we have or some of the breeds that we have are not good mothers. So aid this mother rabbit when it is breastfeeding their rabbit kits in case it is not a good mother. So I'm going to leave in my description, I'm going to put for you a link that is going to refer you to this video showing how we help the mother rabbit breastfeed our babies. So you need to help them. Take in when you see that the rabbit does not want to feed or it does not want to breastfeed its kids. That's when you come in, that's when you intervene in. But when the mother rabbit can do it frequently, you see it breastfeeds frequently or naturally, you don't need to aid it to do anything. So that's my number three. Another thing that I have here with you, in case, for instance, this normally it doesn't happen normally, but in case the mother rabbit dies or if it passes on when it has given kids, it may happen, maybe it gives birth today, then tomorrow it dies. So the best option to go, you can take these kids to another rabbit in case you have another rabbit that has given birth and is still alive. So you take those rabbits to the other and you aid them there so they breastfeed until the time they win. It's okay. It has no problem cross breastfeeding your kids and the other mother breastfeed them. It's okay. It's okay with me. Then another thing that I have, after 2 weeks, your rabbit kids will open their eyes, which is okay and fine. They open their eyes. Yes. So here they can aid themselves to breastfeed. You don't need to help them after opening their eyes. They will be walking themselves to the mother, to the breast of their mother, and they will breastfeed themselves after 2 weeks. If it doesn't happen after 2 weeks, you wait for more other days. It doesn't, so that this is the final thing, that after 2 weeks, your rabbits will automatically open their eyes. They may take 3 weeks, but they will open their eyes and they will start aiding themselves. So when they open eyes, be keen not to give this mother rabbit a lot of grass, because we don't need them to start feeding on grass by now. Okay, another thing that I want to talk about, so someone who was asking about winning the rabbits and when to win the rabbits, this is your answer. So at 4 to 6 weeks, that's when we start winning our rabbits. And winning This meaning introducing them to a new environment or introducing them to new feeds. This is when you start giving it rabbit pellets or grass. But I prefer you start giving it by soft grass. Don't serve your rabbit kids with hard grass that after weaning them immediately. You first wait for them to get used to it, then you start serving them like hay. Don't serve them hay and rabbit pellets, because remember the rabbits are one of the animals that have a sensitive digestive system, so you don't need to give it soluble food very early. So another thing, when weaning them, it is not advisable to give them too much grass, as I've told you. So another thing, keep them hydrated too. So introduce them to water. Remember, they have been used to taking fruits and that is milk. So now introduce them to water. You give them water, you teach them, keep them hydrated so that they grow at a faster rate and healthier. Then after 2 weeks, after 2 to 3 weeks of weaning, remember this first week when you have weaned, they stay with their mother rabbit. So after these other 2 to 3 weeks, you can now put them in their own cages. If you have space, you can now put them in their individual cages and start feeding them from there. So your rabbits will go up to, as I told you, a female will grow and up to 4 months and it will be able to give birth, and a male from 5 to 7. That's the recommended time for them to start mating. So I think I've answered you very well, the person that asked me. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Emus.Farm.Project, for more tutorial videos, and I'll be leaving my WhatsApp number on the screen as you see. Follow me on all my social medias. Don't forget my shirt at 25 Ugandan shillings. Thank you for supporting me. God bless you. Subscribe.